Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So lovely. I came across this video on my For You, and I thought to share with this sister as well, how to talk about how black people in St. Louis actually need help. They need aid. They were all got their properties destroyed by the Holocaust and all of them. Lovely. So I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So in any way you could help, reach out, because there is no aid coming for these works. Alright, lovely, let's dive into it.
Hey guys, this is kind of an emergency. St. Louis, right in the city of St. Louis, the black part of town, is not being taken care of the way that they need to be. We need as many people, especially people who are connected, especially white people who are connected, to contact FEMA, to contact the leaders that are around St. Louis, Missouri, and tell them that there is a part of town that needs help. Their homes were destroyed by the tornadoes. There's still no power. Something about the city had told the federal government that things were fine. They're not. They don't have water. Just look it up. Google St. Louis, Missouri tornado 2025. Look at what is happening. One lady said that there's a part of town on nearby where the white people live. Trucks and aid and everything. In this little part of town where I saw aerial views where the homes were just simply destroyed. No help. There was not even a state of emergency called as of a few hours ago. So all hands on deck right now for this part of St. Louis, Missouri. The world needs to know about this. The nation needs to know about this. They need help. Please. I don't know what's going on with FEMA, or have they decided that the federal government's not going to help us with anything? Why are we paying taxes if our money is not going to go toward helping us? Why? St. Louis, Missouri needs help. They need help yesterday. Please do whatever you can. Please.
Hey guys, I've been hearing some reporting coming out of St. Louis that the black communities are really suffering in St. Louis. One young lady, she went live from the site, one of the areas that was hit very hard, dominantly black, and she says she's been on the ground since day one and has not seen one city official come to survey the area, to see the community or talk to the community. And on top of that, the city officials reported to the federal agencies that area of town, everything was going well, the power was back on, people were being able to access their homes, blase, blase, blase. All a lie. All a lie. The young lady says there was a city official that was supposed to have been on her way there. I can't think of her name that she called. It was something that started with a C. But she said the woman had yet to show up, and she was waiting on her to show up. And that they really didn't appreciate the fact that their own city officials is lying about their status, talking about things are going good and they got lights on. They got lights on out there, and she says we're still driving over lines still on the street, down lines on the street. And then another woman came on and said that it was getting to the levels of emergency because they weren't getting any help from the city officials. But if you go over to the white side of town, if you go over in the white communities, you see all kind of trucks parked over there giving assistance. You see all kind of people on the ground helping. They're actually getting the help they need, while they're lying and saying the black community doesn't need it. And this is in 2025. And while this is going on, I have people who have the caucasity to come down into my comments on a video I made this morning discussing this issue, how they can't even get an honorable mention from Donald Trump. And she wants to come in, or he or she wants to come in and say, you need to stop. We all didn't vote for this. And I just have one question to ask. When did I say you all did? When have I ever said everyone in the state voted for Trump and deserved this? If you paid attention and stayed on topic of discussion, maybe something could have been discussed that mattered. Like, why the hell are they being ghosted now that he's in office? But God forbid that you know, is approached, that is discussed, that is examined, right? No, just distract with, you don't need to say that all people. I already know all people didn't vote for him, honey. I'm part of the people that didn't. So can we get on the topic of discussion and try to figure out how to help these people? Because no one in that office gives a damn now that they're in the office. Here we are in 2025 and we still have, well, black people are suffering, but the white people being taken care of. The white people getting all the assistance they need. But the black people, you're lying and saying they're okay. You're lying and saying they don't need anything, while you're flooding the white communities with all the help they can get. People, if anyone, guys, if you know anyone in St. Louis or anyone that can assist the people in St. Louis, spread this video, share it, get it out, get this request out, get this plea for help out. Because once again, we're on our own. We don't have the complexion for the protection. So now that we realize that, we need to proceed accordingly. Guys in St. Louis, you need to be remembering those local politicians, those local representatives. You need to remember them when the time comes to go back in that poll. You need to remember these people in these positions in Washington as well when it's time to go back to those polls. Because you need to be making sure that these people will be held accountable for their actions once they conned you out of your vote. I wouldn't let that slide if I were you. As a matter of fact, I think anyone who ever votes for another Republican from this point on is a glutton for punishment. And whatever happens to you happens. Because in my opinion, if you vote for him again even after this, you're a glutton for punishment. So, guys, get the call out. Anyone knows anyone that can get to Missouri and give these people some assistance, or send assistance to the people in Missouri, to our people in Missouri. Let's see what we can do. We're on our own. And before I get out of here, one quick question. Is it great again yet? Asking for a few friends.
Oh man, and that president that state overwhelmingly voted for is cutting FEMA. Well, maybe he'll fly over in his $1 million bribe jet and toss paper towels out like he did the people of Puerto Rico. I didn't know posting a natural disaster would bring out so many racist and ignorant people, but let me educate you.
Hey, my name is CJ, and I'm here to add context and nuance and to add on to my own experiences and talk about the same things that this creator is talking about the fallout of the tornado that affected the St. Louis area on May 16th. I'm seeing a lot of people open their mouths about St. Louis and the fallout of disaster, and these people have A, never stepped foot in St. Louis, and B, do not know the political sphere of St. Louis and how St. Louis has been a Democratic stronghold for decades at this point. If you knew anything about St. Louis, especially black St. Louisans, you will know that we overwhelmingly vote Democrat in elections. Growing up in St. Louis, you were taught to vote blue down the ballot no matter who. This is mainly due to the social capital that the Democratic Party has built up within the black community. But as we can see, as black St. Louisans post-disaster, we can see that we are being neglected and we're being ignored by the Democratic constituency leadership and all of the above. Democrat and Republicans are not on the ground helping St. Louisans right now. We are. Most of the urban blight and displacement of black people historically has been facilitated by Democratic mayoral candidates and Democrats in general. To tell a solid blue city like St. Louis that we should have voted for Democrat is just disingenuous, because we did, and we still saw no material benefit from voting for Democrats. And we sure as hell wouldn't see a benefit for voting for a Republican. If your first thing is to say to a grieving community that you all should have voted blue instead of actually getting on the ground and helping us, you all could just save it. Democrats and Republicans both have abandoned us. It was so many aid trucks and helicopters and went straight to Central West End, which is a predominantly white, rich neighborhood. Even our mayor went to Central West End first, even though Central West End was not the most impacted region. The most impacted regions were North St. Louis and the west side of St. Louis. These are all places that are north of Del Mar. If you all don't know, the Del Mar Divide is the literal dividing line in St. Louis, which segregates the city into two. North of Del Mar is overwhelmingly 90% black and poor, while below the divide you see more white middle class people. Here's a graphic to explain the Del Mar Divide. We see the main reason why we're seeing such a terrible fallout post-tornado in Black St. Louis and North St. Louis is because of a history of state-sanctioned structural racism, which was facilitated by the Democratic government that runs St. Louis. And also, we live in a red state, which is Missouri. So this is both facilitated by both Democrats and Republicans. They play to the degradation of black people, especially black people within St. Louis. History of urban blight and neglect was facilitated by Democrats. That is just a fact. The reason why black people are ethnically displaced and disproportionately impoverished on the north side of St. Louis is because of the Democrats. So this is why you cannot tell me that I should have voted blue and the Democrats would have saved me, because where is Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris isn't boots on the ground in St. Louis. Neither is Donald Trump. We know this. The only people that have been supporting us for this last weekend and this Monday is us. So I'll tag this creator in the description of this video. Can you all please send as much love and support to this creator as you can, because as Black St. Louisans, we need it right now. What I'm going to need white liberals and people in general to understand is that politicians, especially white politicians, serve their white capitalist donors at the end of the day. They're not here to save us niggas in the hood.
People of St. Louis did not get warnings. The sirens did not go off. Everybody should be alarmed by what happened in St. Louis. Because of those Doge cuts, blood is on so much of Elon's hands, and we are not talking about this shit enough. This could have been anybody. This is so scary. If you are in a town that has tornado warnings and you get bad weather, this should be very concerning to you. Because now we will not be getting warned. They want us dead. I heard that people thought it was supposed to be a sunny day in St. Louis and bam, they got hit. That is crazy. This needs to be talked about more. Them people did not get warnings. Those people did not know what hit them, literally. That is crazy. That's not okay.
Okay, if you or anyone you know was affected by the tornado in St. Louis, I got some information for you. There is a group that is handing out food at the Urban League. If you can get there, they have hot meals, and also they got a bunch of donations for people. The address is 1408 North Kings Highway, and again, this is at the Urban League. If you are in that area and you have donations that you're wanting to give, please take those to that address, because they are desperately needing these donations. They even have tarps that they can give you guys so you can cover up your property, and I'm hearing that those are becoming pretty sparse. So if you need some, please go see them. Again, this is at the Urban League, 1408 North King Highway in St. Louis, Missouri. If you need help or you're looking for assistance, please make sure that you give us a little comment below, and I'll do anything I can to send help your way. I'm sorry that you guys are facing this and no one is coming to your aid, but we are out here trying to get you the support that you need.
The black people at St. Louis is actually, reaching out for help. They are reaching out for help because aids are not reaching to them. And when I saw this stage, I was like, okay, it's a good thing to actually, put it out there so that people can, you can get to one or two people and all of that. If there is anything anyone can do to help, like, how it has always been. If it has to do with people that looks like me, oh, you guys are the least. You are the least in the, like, you are actually the the bottom list. So the sister is actually talking about how these eight are not reaching, and she's even calling upon some Pankala people who are connected. Like, this is actually the time that so many people, especially some Pankala people who are claiming to stand on solidarity with people that looks like me, these are the time that you have to use your connect. This is the time you have to, like, not always coming on the social platform to talk about how, oh, we are in solidarity or seeking for whatsoever. Like, put it into practice. Put it into practice. You know, this has always been the reason why people that look like me are safe. Okay, they are just on their own, trying to get these things done by themselves. Because at the end of the day, no one cares. No one is going to do nothing for you. You know, and we are those people. Like, we are those people whom were all out during the time of Hurricane Helene and all of that, who were all over the social platform talking about how FEMA and how you know the former VP was not doing anything, was not, like, was not, you know where is that, ouch, where is it, where is that stuff that they put during the time of hurricane? Is it when um people decided that, okay, we are very serious? That's when these guys will know that, okay, they are serious. Where are the migrant supporters? We are the migrant supporters who were all out during the time of Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton. Oh my God. They don't want to, give aid to the affected victims and all of that. Oh my God, this administration is not doing nothing. Oh my God, we don't want. Now, this is the time you need the energy, especially from also the 8% of black people and 20% of black people as well, who decided to go the other way. Like, seriously, why is it that the same energy that was given during the time of the hurricanes is not why are they not pestering Orange Man to do something? Why are they not pestering FEMA to do something? Why are they just so quiet? Like, why are they just so quiet? But if let's just assume this also happened during the election. Like, these people, it's just so obvious that these people just use its citizens as much as they can. If it's during the time of election, during the time of campaign and all of that, this is when you see that, oh, they are in action or something. But now that, oh, I have gotten everything I want, I have become I don't really care about anything anymore. This is just what is given. But the same people who think that, oh, they are doing the right thing, why are they not even speaking up? Why are they being quiet about it? People are losing their homes, people are becoming homeless, but there are some group of people from South Africa whom were given beautiful homes and beautiful settlements. Like, seriously, like, this whole thing, people really need to think through. And I feel so sorry for, you know people like me who probably looking for help right now. That was why I just have to, like, put up this here. If there is anywhere anybody can reach out, like, and I thank God that the second to the last stitch that I put up here, someone was already, giving addresses of where you can get help from. Just in case. You can just share this video so as people could, like, okay, in case they know someone who needed the help, or who lost homes and all of that. I think right now it is only black people who can actually help each other. Like we can just be helping hands to one another. Because depending on these people, these hierarchies, oh my god, they don't care. They don't care. They've not even responded to their own who is was probably affected. Talk more of black people. Black people probably gonna be the last people on the list. So let's just try as much as we can to be each other's. You know. Anyway, lovely listener, just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. Like, and I will see you, lovely listener. I upload the next comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. Like, and I will see you, lovely listener. I upload the next one.